Hey everybody, thanks for listening to On the Podcast. This is a short format episode podcast that you can listen to or watch while you're doing your business on the pot. Or maybe it's Hell Week in March because everybody has decided to do everything this week. And you can't come up for air at all.
Hell Week in soccer was a week straight of conditioning.
Ooh, that sounds
in the summertime. It
Oh,
was awful.
Yuck.
I would do field hockey camp in the morning, followed by basketball camp, followed by Hell Week.
I'd have 2 weeks of band camp.
Sounds similar.
Anyway, so while you're trying to decompress the littlest, tiniest bit, turn on an episode of On the Podcast and learn a little bit while you try not to freak out when you put your phone somewhere and you don't know where you put it.
Godspeed to you.
Godspeed. I'm Katie.
And I'm Liz. Hey, Katie.
Hey, Liz.
What are we talking about today?
Liz, I'm going to give you a little bit of background. Okay, we seem to be the latest trend of On the Podcast is learning about plane crashes.
Yeah, it's a hot topic. It's a hot button issue.
A lot lately. So I'm going to tell you, this wasn't a crash, but this was a near miss, very scary experience.
Okay.
So we'll start on June 7th, 1990. A British Airways BAC 111 plane went in for routine maintenance. No big deal, normal thing. And this was happening in Birmingham, England. It was just time for this plane to...
Birmingham.
Is that how you say it?
Birmingham,
England. Yep. Perfect. Among the items on that list were to replace the captain's side windshield. So, the shift manager takes this task on. And he's, like the top of the food chain. So, takes this task on, unscrews the bolts, getting prepared to replace this windshield. Notice that a lot of the bolts are corroded. So he's like, okay, I need to replace the bolts as well. And he decided when he was doing this repair, since he was the shift manager and knows all, he's not going to pull out the manual and read the instructions for this plane. He's used to it. He knows what he's doing. Everything's fine. So takes the corroded bolts out, goes to where he stores the bolts, and there's only 3 of them, but he needs 80 something of these bolts. So he's like, well, that's not going to work. So he goes somewhere else in the maintenance facility, finds some other bolts, holds this bolt up, compares them, and to his eyes, they're the same.
Oh boy.
They're not the same.
No. I can get away with it in my house. If the hinge of my door to my pantry has had a few screws fall out, I can take a tiny screw, I can take a long screw, and I can jerry rig it together. My pantry is not going up tens of thousands of miles into the air and delivering people places.
Yeah. So the bolts that he chose...
And I'm not even doing that good of a job of attaching it.
The bolts that he chose were too narrow.
Oh boy.
Something key to keep in mind in all of this. So, because again, he was the shift manager, no one else came to inspect his work. Usually there were 2 sets of eyes on everything. There were not 2 sets of eyes on this particular repair that he had done. And apparently, at this point in airplane history, the windshield was not considered a, quote, vital point that needed additional oversight.
I mean, it's not a life or death thing for the most part. You can lose a windshield and land a plane.
You can.
So I get it, but it's still kind of important.
So, plane goes back into service. 3 days later, on June 10th, 1990, that plane was British Airways Flight 5390. It was scheduled on an international passenger trip from Birmingham in England to Malaga Airport in Spain. Good. It was Captain Tim Lancaster and First Officer Alistair Atchison.
Tim Lancaster. Wait, what's the other guy's
Tim
name?
Lancaster and Alistair Atchison.
Alistair Atchison. Oh, cheerio.
So they were the pilots.
Ladies
along
and gentlemen,
with
this is your captain, Tim Lancaster and Alistair Atchison.
81 passengers and 4 other crew members were on this flight.
84.
81. Yeah. Well, 81 passengers, 4 crew members, 2 captains.
Yeah. So it's a smaller plane.
So, flight took off. No issues. Drink service begins. 17,000 feet. The captains order breakfast. That is never delivered. At 17,300 feet, the pressure difference was too great, and the windshield blew off.
See you later. Yeah.
Captain Lancaster was not wearing his seatbelt.
Oh no! See you later.
So, the explosive decompression ripped him out of his seat. There's debris flying into the cockpit. Things are just out of control. It sucks him out and up, pulling him halfway out of the cockpit.
Oh my god. So he's just like bent over?
He bent up.
Yeah. Oh, ow.
And his feet, the only reason he did not fly out is his feet got entangled in the control column.
Jesus. That sounds painfully horrifying.
So, the explosion also ripped off the cockpit door.
Yeah.
Which slammed forward into the center console and blocked the throttle levers.
Yeah. Oh my god, you're so fucked.
Captain Lancaster's feet are pushing against the yoke, which is control of some sort.
Yeah.
Which disconnected the autopilot and the plane pitched down into a dive.
Well, good. Otherwise, they weren't going to be able to bring the plane down.
The co-pilot does not have any control of this.
No.
Things are blocked by the door. The main pilot is like sucked out.
But thank God for his foot.
Yeah.
His foot with the quick thinking.
His foot, that foot.
To yoke it on down.
So, flight attendant Nigel Ogden. Nigel Ogden on this flight.
Would you like water or ginger ale?
Rushed in, grabbed Captain Lancaster's waist just in time for him to not be pulled all the way out of the cockpit.
Jesus.
Somehow the pressure in the cabin equalizes, and then the wind flows because they just dove down because they're diving down.
Yeah.
The wind then goes the opposite direction, is going into the cockpit, and again, just tornado of debris is happening inside of this cockpit. The plane was losing altitude. The co-pilot can't get to the throttle levers. Everything is just going wrong.
Yeah.
The co-pilot's Alistair's trying to do a mayday call, but it's so windy inside of this cockpit. He does not know if this is actually getting through. He doesn't know if they can hear him. He doesn't know if he's not hearing them. He has no idea what's happening.
Well, what's he even going to do? He starts saying mayday. All that the tower can do is know that they're going down.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, plane's still plunging. 2 more flight attendants, Simon Rogers and John Heward, come into the cockpit. Heward, stomped that door that had been blocking everything, breaks it in half, so gets it out of the way of the throttles. The co-pilot is then able,
if you
to
can
like
stomp a door and break it in half, like that's horrible security measures. That would not fly today.
1990s though.
I know. You could just hijack whatever you wanted to. I wish I could go back in time.
So co-pilot gets a little bit of control at that point, and then those two other flight attendants join Nigel in like holding on to the captain as he's
whose
still,
spinal cord
like,
is now like just ripped in half.
Sucked out of the
Jesus
plane.
Christ.
So the original guy can't hold on anymore because he is like suffering frostbite.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he says like his arms are being like pulled out of his sockets, basically.
Yeah, Jesus.
So the other two guys like relieve him. He, pulls back a little bit.
Continues drink service.
Everything's fine. We're good.
Not a big deal.
Atchison continues the descent in a more controlled manner. And they eventually reach breathable like airspace, and they've steered clear of other airplanes.
Jeez.
As they're like plummeting from 17,000 feet. At this point, Captain Lancaster's body slid around to the left side of the cockpit. His face is plastered against the window.
Yeah.
His skin is like gray.
Yeah.
He's clearly battered up.
Yeah.
And he like wasn't blinking, so they're like,
he did.
he's dead. Like, and these two flight attendants are still holding on to him. They're like,
Yeah.
It's still a struggle to like keep him inside.
Yeah.
They're like, do we let him go? Do we not let
Right.
him go? The co-pilot's like, we can't let him go. Like we can't just let him fly.
Yeah.
One, just because like human decency. Two, because like he could hit the
He
plane.
could hit a plane, yeah.
And hit a plane, hit their plane, damage the plane, mess up the wing, hit the engine, cause some other catastrophe that that isn't happening. So Atchison finally gets a hold of air traffic control, and they tell him to land at Southampton. But all of his charts, his coordinates, everything got
done. Yeah,
they're gone. Like they're out, flown out the window.
Wow.
So he doesn't know where he's going. Has no like any sort of knowledge about like directions. So they get him landed safely, and somehow no injuries to the passengers.
They were wearing their seatbelts.
Of those passengers.
Always wear your seatbelt on a plane when it says to wear your seatbelt.
The paramedics found the flight attendants and Atchison, who suffered minor injuries ranging from frostbite to shock to a dislocated shoulder. Mm-hmm. So while they were up there, just keep in mind, 370-mile-an-hour winds while they're holding this man at 0 or less than 0 degrees temperatures.
Yeah. Yep.
Somehow, within a few minutes, Lancaster opens his eyes and is alive.
Yeah.
And like starts to talk to people. And the only thing that he suffered was a little bit of frostbite, some bruising, and a few relatively minor bone fractures.
Insane.
And the first thing that he told people was, I went to eat.
Yeah, your body's going through a lot. You work up an appetite trying to survive.
And then he went back to work 5 months later.
Yeah. I want to know what happened to the idiot that didn't attach the freaking thing correctly.
Oh, well, so there was a little bit of reporting on that. He really didn't, like, it was basically like a slap on the wrist and we need to change ways of maintenance going forward is basically what it led to. Like, this guy nothing happened to him as far as I could tell.
Jeez.
I don't know how this picture exists.
Weird.
But there's a picture of him.
Is his shirt off?
On the podcast of this captain.
Is his shirt off?
Sucked out of, I'm sure it
Gotta be gone, yeah.
Sucked out of this plane.
Crazy.
Oh, God. No.
Insane.
No. Would you ever get in on an airplane after that?
Yeah.
You would?
Not British Airways. But yeah, more trusted.
British Airways, they're very reputable.
No, you can hear my dad talk about how
not
the United
British
States,
Airways.
the United States is the only one that does it right. And he's not even a patriot.
So, there you go.
Wow.
The miracle on British Flight 5390.
Wow. That's all I can say. Oh boy. Well, thanks, Katie.
You're welcome.
What's that inside my body?
The will to live.
Yeah, I guess. But truly, the captain had it the best of all of it, because all he had to do was go through something traumatic, and he likely passed the F out pretty quickly and was just like, okay. And then everybody just did everything for him, and then he just came back and was like, all right.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Let's go get some lunch.
Yeah.
And also a little bit of knowledge.
A little bit of knowledge. All right.
Okay. See you next time.
Wear your seatbelt.
Yeah, God, wear your seatbelt. Bye.
Bye.